and good morning. My name is Tony Howells and welcome to Dyslexia Works. Today we will be talking about Part 9, motor skills. The what. We can have difficulty with very large gestures or very small gestures because we have difficulty with our motor skills. We can have difficulty writing and copying text, holding a pen as an example, or we often hold a pen with a really odd grip, sometimes curved round depending on which hand you're using. But the point is, we're all different. So we just have to accept the fact that that's the way we are. Or our handwriting varies and can often be very illegible, as mine is. We're often clumsy and have difficulty playing team sports and controlling a ball. We may have trouble with fine or gross motor skills. We're often prone to motion sickness. I definitely am. We're often ambidextrous. In other words, we can write with both hands, which I can do. We confuse our left from our right or up from down, and sometimes do the exact opposite to what we're thinking. The thing to remember is we're all different, and there isn't a wrong or a right way of doing it. There is just your way of doing things and my way of doing things. We're all individuals. We often have to remember that dyslexia comes with comorbid issues, such as ADHD or such as Dyspraxia. I bump into things. I'm really terrible at it, even at 63 years old. Should you wish to know more, look at the link below and copy that into a search engine. The why. Inevitably, we all have differences. The reason for that is our brains and our nervous system are all wired up differently. Therefore, our responses and our behaviours are slightly different. This is something we need to understand about dyslexic people. We are all very different and therefore have all very different needs. At the end of the day, the thing to remember is that 10% of the population is just like me and you. They're dyslexic. That fact alone, the fact that it's 10%, makes us normal. This is just the way we are. We can't help it. What we can do is something about it. What can we do about it? Acceptance of the way you are is a great starting point. And remember one old measure: practice, practice, practice. Everything we do requires practice, and we will get better at it. Generally, the more we practice, the better we get. And as with everything else in life, we all have our good days and we all have our bad days. How about we use a keyboard instead of a pen? Or how about we talk to our computer instead of using the keyboard? These days, speech technology is very accurate. And if you have an Apple product, an iPhone, an iPad, or a Mac, all of those have accessibility software inbuilt. It's free. All you have to do is switch it on. Talk to your computer and it will just write for you. The use of speech software is very commonplace these days. And in the academic arena, there are lots of audiobooks that you can just download and listen to. Instead of spending hours and hours reading, what you can do is spend hours and hours listening, which is far more enjoyable than trying to struggle through reading. Again, I do this all the time. I use a program called Audible. So there are options for you. Always practice using pens, pencils, brushes, and fine tools and instruments. The more you practice, the better you will get at them. Take your time when concentrating. We are often rushing or thinking about several things at once. Think about one thing at a time, deal with that one thing, and then move on to the next thing. When it comes to things like examinations, removing pressure is the key. You can have things read out by your computer, or you can speak to a computer during the examination. The important thing is to get the examination board to understand your needs and meet those needs to allow you to do your best in an examination. But remember, motor skills is about practice, practice, practice. And if there's one thing I know about dyslexic people, we're all persistent. We will carry on practicing until we get better at something. Carry on practicing and carry on enjoying what you do. Thank you for listening to Dyslexia Works Part 9. We look forward to you joining us on Part 10 spelling. And please feel free to subscribe if you wish. Thank you.